And now let's go to Vancouver. Huawei's CFO Meng Wanzhou is due back in court in 2 months from now. The hearing for her extradition is set to begin on May the 8th. And Meng's lawyer has told the media that US President Donald Trump's suggestion that he could intervene in the case raises serious concerns that it is politically motivated. And now, as we are able to talk to Hendrik and Brandy, who are lost just a moment ago due to signal failure. Let's switch to phone line to talk to him. Hendrik, hello there. Well, this kind of problem may be able to be avoided with the 5G being applied in the future, maybe. But first of all, could you tell us exactly what happened at the court?
Well, hopefully you can hear me a little bit better right now with the phone and the audio connection. Basically, as I was telling you a little bit earlier, the court hearing here did not last very long. It lasted perhaps 15 minutes or so. It was scheduled for 10 o'clock this morning. Both parties came into court, stood in front of the judge and basically agreed to that May 8th hearing date. The defense lawyers spoke at a little, for several minutes here, spoke to the judge and basically explained that there are lots of issues in this case. It's very complicated. They indicated it's one of the more complex extradition cases that they've seen, and they basically need more time to gather all of their material, gather all of their evidence together before they can argue why an extradition of Meng Wanzhou should not happen to the U.S. Obviously, this is a highly unusual case. There's lots of issues going on here. And, of course, the fact that she filed suit last week against Canada, against Canadian authorities, and against the border officers who arrested her back on December 1st, that further complicates matters and adds another wrinkle into this case. So, all told, there are many things that are worth considering here, lots of different issues, and that's going to make this whole case very complicated and very drawn out also. This could take potentially even years for the extradition issue to be settled, if it ever is.
Well, Hendrik, the hearing date was set at May the 8th. What will happen before that?
Well, now for the next 2 months or so, both sides basically have to try to get their ducks in a row and try to get evidence gathered, try to get a better sense of how they want to proceed. I expect there might be some communication between the two sides, between the Crown here in Canada and the defense lawyers. The defense team has expanded now for Meng Wanzhou, so there are more people involved. There's just a lot of moving parts, as we say, in this case that still have to be considered before they can even talk about extradition. And even on May 8th, I don't expect that the actual extradition hearing will begin, but they will be able to have some more details, be able to set out a calendar of sorts, we think, about how this case is going to proceed. But there's still a lot to be done. And of course, in the next 2 months, there may be new political developments between the U.S. and China that may affect all of this. One immigration lawyer we spoke with today said it would be very easy for this case, the extradition case, just to go away if it was settled as part of some kind of a trade resolution. That's very speculative, but this case is not here just in isolation. There are lots of other things going on between the two countries, between the U.S. and China, not to mention Canada being in the middle. And so that makes all of this very, very complex and hard to know exactly what's going to happen on May 8th itself, but there's a lot of work to be done.